So the Govee T2 Envisual Ambient Lighting Kit just released, and I wanted to do a quick video to let you all know what an amazing product it is.
Life is what you make it. I feel like a man's I can't see a way out. I've been stacking face down off canvases I painted. I just spent the rain day on drip I can't afford, but that's the price I pay for the memories I'm making. I've been going places, I've been shaking hands for a chance to really make it. This life is so abrasive, so I almost gave in. All this that I'm laying, it's only the foundation. I've been going crazy, just trying to find a way. I was in the basement, trying to turn the page. I was going through the phase. Nobody see my face. I've been chasing at the paper. Been all it for the waiters. But everything again. Ain't nothing left to lose. I've been breaking rules. I've been making moves.
For the unboxing, it's not too much to go through, but you're going to have the module here, and this is what connects the camera as well as the power supply. Now from there, you're going to have these little cubes. This allows you to align the camera appropriately on the screen. In the big box, you're going to find your cables, so your USB-C to USB-C, your power brick as well. It's going to plug into the wall there. You're also going to find inside of this box these little stickies there that go on the back of the television to hold the LEDs in place. Underneath this, you're going to find your user manual as well as a quick start guide, and also of course some literature. Now here are your LEDs, and your LEDs are going to be brighter, or supposed to be brighter than your previous models before the Envisual T1 and now T2. And then the star of the show is, for the first time, it's going to be the dual camera setup, which allows for more immersion and more accurate colors while grabbing those colors from the screen there to reproduce them in the LED strips. Now this kit, when it first came out, when I first started buying these, were like 60 to 70 bucks on Amazon, but with all of these improvements, it definitely makes sense because you're getting so much more. Now as far as putting them on your television, same setup. All right, you're gonna wipe down the areas that you're going to put the LEDs on. You're going to use the included alcohol pad to make sure you're removing any dirt or oil. You're going to add these strips one at a time to each side of the television. So all four sides. It used to be three sides, now it's all four sides. And so you want to make sure that you line up the short sides obviously with the sides, and then the longer sides with the width of the television and not the height of the television. Now your S95B is extremely small build, and so there's some difficulty there because of how long the LED lights are, and so that should let you know that this is for a 55 to 65 inch kit. You're not going to be able to use this on a 48 inch efficiently because you're going to have to end up bending your LEDs or something like that. And you don't want to do that because you can burn out your lights. Now as you can see here, the included adhesive stickies, is what I'm deciding to call them, will hold your LEDs in place as well as the wires there. And then after that, you're going to want to set up your module. You want to pick a spot that is going to allow you to still reach the camera while also reaching your power supply. And so depending on the size of your television or where your outlet is going to determine that, but you're just going to make sure it's out of the way of like a wall mount or something like that in case you're going to be wall mounting your television. You're going to put your camera up top. You're going to line it up so that it's in the middle of the television. Then you're going to plug in all your power, of course. Now after you get your camera in the middle of the television screen there, you're going to want to add the little orange cubes. The orange cubes basically give you a visual cue inside of the software to move the little dots to make sure that you're covering the entire screen. Once inside the software and the lighting kit sets up, it's going to walk you through step by step exactly how to program your lights and making sure that you have the appropriate LEDs in the right location on the back. The application itself is going to make sure that you have the cameras aligned correctly, and that's where the orange dots come in. So you're going to line the blue dots with those orange dots on the television screen there, and the purple one's always going to be at the bottom of the screen there. Before we move on, I'm going to talk about the only negative that I see, and it's not really a negative, it's actually a plus. They allow you to control the white balance, and so you have to make sure that your white balance is set up correctly. Otherwise, scenes that are predominantly light or white, like this one, will show up with red lighting instead of white lighting. And so I'd recommend going through the white balance setting and setting it to where you feel comfortable. and appropriate to make sure that the white is actually showing in the scenes that are white. That's really the only negative that I've seen so far. Once you adjust your white balance, you will see a much better representation of the color across the screen. You don't see any reds at the bottom anymore with that blue, and even in this mostly black scene, you're going to see white until the pink starts to saturate more of the screen, and that's how it's supposed to be set up. And so that's when you know you're in a good setting. Here's an example from my YouTube channel where you can see the appropriate white balance is set, and you're going to see your blues and your whites, but you're not going to see that red that was at the bottom of the screen earlier. And so once you set your white balance, you're good to go. Lastly, it's hard to tell always using real content if your white balance is selected correctly. And so there's a lot of content on YouTube that you can search that will test your ambient lighting to make sure that the proper colors are being displayed on all sides. And so that's it. I mean, this is the new Govee T2 Envisual dual camera ambient lighting system. And let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section below. As always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Life is what you make it. I feel like a man's I can't see a way out. I've been stacking face down off canvases I painted. I just spent the rain day on drip I can't afford, but that's the price I pay for